But not many people know the real origin of this attraction. Walt Disney used to vacation in Switzerland, and in 1959 he produced a feature film shot on location there called Third Man on the Mountain. And although the movie's treacherous peak was referred to as the Citadel, you can tell it's none other than the Matterhorn. And later that same year, Walt began construction at Disneyland on a replica of the Matterhorn, a 1/100th scale model, complete with a thrilling bobsled ride.
I'm at the base of Disneyland's most popular mountain, the Matterhorn. And with me are three guys who climb it. Keith, Steve, and Pat. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Keith, what's the technique to scaling this mountain?
Well, there's usually two climbers. One is the lead climber, one follows, and they place gear all the way up for safety, and then the follow climber just cleans up the gear as the lead climber belays first climber up.
Steve, what's the difference between climbing this and a real mountain?
Well, it's the same as climbing anywhere, really. There's no, fake handholds or built-in steps or anything. It's real climbing. The only difference is that the surface is painted, so it's a little slippery than regular rock, but that's about it.
Pat, how do you get down?
Well, we fix a rope at the very top. It's a single 11mm line. It's thrown down, and we put a big knot on the end of it so we don't actually rappel off the end of it. We've got this device called a figure 8 that we clip the rope through, and it's a friction device. Runs pretty much on friction, and you just rappel down, lean back, and just sort of walk down the mountain.
My next summit was Space Mountain, so I talked to the Senior Vice President of Walt Disney Imagineering, John Hench.
John, you've been involved with Disneyland from the very beginning. Tell us how Space Mountain came to be.
Well, it didn't just happen overnight.
Was it called Space Mountain in the beginning?
No, that name kind of be associated with it because it started to look like a mountain.
This ride was built in 1976. Now, most people don't know that Walt was actually involved in the very beginning, but he certainly was. He was in the planning for a long time, wasn't he?
Oh, indeed, yes. Well, I think that the first time I heard about it was in '65.
What was the very beginning? Did Walt call you and say, I've got this great idea for a roller coaster inside in the dark about space?
Yes, he did. I suppose he'd had some experience with the Matterhorn. I think that he decided that if we somehow enclosed the whole thing, we could control all the lighting. We'd get more effects out of it. Yeah.
What is so amazing about being dark inside?
Well, you cannot see where you're going, for one thing. You don't know whether you're turning right or left. You seem to be floating in actual space.
What's remarkable is the drawings you did back in '65 look just like the place is today.
Oh, yes. It turned out very much the same.
The next Disneyland mountain off the drawing board of the Imagineers came in 1979. For the scoop on Big Thunder Mountain, I talked with Tony Baxter.
Tony, what's the story of Big Thunder?
Well, when Disneyland opened, there was an attraction called Rainbow Ridge, and it had a ride in it called the Rainbow Mountain Mine Ride. And in 1960, Walt expanded that to become Nature's Wonderland, which had pack mules and the train through Beaver Valley and Nature's Wonderland. And in 1977, we bid goodbye to all of that and began constructing Big Thunder Mountain, which opened in 1979.
Every attraction has a theme. What's this theme?
This one married into the Wild West of the Gold Rush era, into Frontierland, so it was a fairly logical fit. We were able to save some of the old mining town over there from the Rainbow Ridge area of Nature's Wonderland, so there's some old and new mixed together in this one.
Now, be honest with me. Do you ever come out here and just ride like a kid?
Absolutely. That's what I was doing that last Friday night on this one. As a matter of fact, they let us go around twice. And it's really an out-of-control mine ride through bat-infested caves and phosphorescent pools and finally climaxing in a giant earthquake inside the center of the mine itself. Well, you know, Eric, you've covered just about all the important mountains in Disneyland, but there is another hidden one that people really don't know about. Before Big Thunder Mountain was open, there was a part of the Nature's Wonderland, and it included a mountain called Cascade Peak, and it's still here. You can catch it if you ride the Mark Twain. On the front side, though, you'll be able to see something else that's kind of special. We took the last train car from the old Nature's Wonderland mine train ride and parked it out there in kind of a crashed condition as though an avalanche came down off the side of Cascade Peak. So the next time you're out and ride the Mark Twain ride, take a look for the last of Nature's Wonderland.
Cascade Peak may have the most waterfalls of all the Disneyland mountains, but there's another one that holds the record for getting people wet.
The tallest, steepest, fastest log flume ride in the world, Splash Mountain. But there's more to this mountain than just the drop. In the beginning, Splash Mountain didn't look much like a mountain. It kind of looked more like a hole. But after nearly 22 months of construction, topped off by some final landscaping touches, this log ride, inspired by the Disney film Song of the South, was ready to go.
How do you do? Mighty pleasant greeting. How do you do? Saying when you're meeting. How do you do? With everyone repeating. Really good shows you want.
Over 100 audio animatronic characters from the America Sings attraction were relocated to their new home, where they perform atop the largest animated prop ever built.
Gather together this wonderful day.
After seeing what went into making Splash Mountain, I just might have to take the plunge myself. You calling that a hill? Hey, we're wet already. Said for the Himalayas and the Alps and all the rest. But the mountains of Disneyland have a world's worth of thrills all in one place. Towel, please.
Monday, gather around the family for fun, fantasy, and frolic. With bouncing blondes, prancing pals, and scary scoggins.
Good morning, Dorothy Jane.
Mommy!
Sponsored by Prudential Securities. The most important thing we earn is your trust.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Michigan leads Indiana, but only by 2. And hi again, everybody. I'm Pat O'Brien. Welcome once again to Prudential Securities.